the call. Okay, recording. I did a PowerPoint, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Hey,
He's so cute.
isn't he so cute? All right.
They're so cute when they're that little and they're not talking yet.
Yeah, he hits me across the face so hard, my glasses fly to the other side of the room. So, like, he's cute.
Yeah, but
when he wants to be.
yeah.
The whole PowerPoint. I hope you didn't look ahead. All right. So there are a ton of updates because it's the beginning of the year in a health and fitness company. So of course there are updates. So I'm going to go through and give you guys as much information as I possibly can so that you are informed. So Super Saturday was amazing. And for those of you that have gone to other Super Saturdays, they decided they're keeping it at the Good Hotel.
Thank God.
They said for all going forward, which is great because they realized, I get it, they were trying to save money, but it made it harder on themselves and it wasn't as good. So it was great that they had it back there. So it was awesome. There are 6 people from Team Positude. There was my sister, me, my success partner, Leanne, who lives in Exeter, who is Nikki Johnson's personally sponsored coach. This girl, Whitney, you remember Whitney, Tanya.
I remember Whitney.
She was there. I don't know whose coach she is. And then a new coach, Beth, who is also one of Nikki's new coaches she just started in November, and she was a cold market. And then one of Katie's other coaches, Erica, was there too, who lives in Hampton. So it was a big group of us, and it was really cool because Nikki was on the summit video. She was the featured coach.
I saw that because she posted it in Positude. That's really cool.
It was really cool. We knew it beforehand only because DC's Super Saturday was in the morning. Was 7 to 12. So they had been posting everything. So we unfortunately wasn't a surprise. But it was cool. Katie's picture was up there because there was a picture of them from Summit. So that was really cool for Katie. And she got to go on stage because she's 1 star. So I can't wait till that's me. And all the diamonds got balloons on their chairs. So it was really neat. Ranking Management's awesome. Cafe Latte. So that launched yesterday. So you guys can switch your bags if you want.
I already did.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I got to do that tonight. And there are 3 different options it comes in. It comes in the 30 serving bag. It comes in the 24 packets, and it comes in what they're calling the barista box, which is 8 chocolate, 8 vanilla, and 8 cafe latte. So this is for your customers also as options. So that's pretty cool. The BeachBody Performance 10 packs, they're going to be starting to sell those, I think, next month. I couldn't hear the launch date, and they didn't say the price. Oh, I'm very interested to know what the price is. But it's, the individual ones that you get when you order the sample pack. I posted a picture of mine today. It's just a little sample, 1 serving of each of the flavors. But anyway, so for Hydrate and Energize only, that's all they're releasing right now. They'll be coming in 10-pack boxes to go. So like if you want to bring it with you or something like that, that's an option that they had. I didn't catch the release date, so keep your eyes open for that. The Challenge Tracker app. So do you guys know about this?
That's the Challenge Group app, right?
Yep. So
I got that on accident before.
Yes. So
when I was trying to get something.
I remember that. I was so confused that day.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's not live yet. That was a beta test group that they did. And Katie was part of the beta test group, and she gave a lot of feedback. It's going to be great. They did a lot of test groups and made a lot of improvements from when it ran, whenever that was, I think like 4 months ago.
Yeah, that was like back in September.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So it's just going to be a great place. It's going to make posting so much easier. I imagine there'll be a schedule post track option. your challengers will be able to upload their results to you, like upload their inches, upload their things like that. And it's going to be an app, not just, it's going to be like the group, but bigger in the sense that it's not just like, hey, here's a post. It's, hey, here are all these resources and let's post and engage. They said that'll be launching end of January, beginning of February. So we'll keep our eyes open for that as well. And they didn't say it, but I'm certain that the app is going to be free because imagine it just comes with the challenge pack. You will likely have to enter some sort of an ID to get into it. So like how on Zoom calls there, you technically have entered a Zoom ID in the sense that it's my account's ID. I imagine there'll be something like that with the app, but we'll know more details and there'll be a little training in the back office. We'll do Summit second to last. Okay, so the on-demand program purchase options is not the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. What they are offering, and they're just offering it on Size, Body Beast, and T25, where you will have the option to purchase the program electronically only at a discounted rate. So you will have access to it on demand. So you will be able to do all the workouts on demand. You will not get hard DVDs. You won't get the copies. You won't get anything in the mail. You won't get the booklets or anything like that, or containers or anything like that. You will still have access to the workout calendar, the nutrition guide, all those things that are on the right-hand column when you go into the on-demand program. But it'll be cheaper. So I think this is a really great option, for people that are toe dipping and are like, I don't know, but want more than just like BeachBody on demand to kind of flounder in there with no program or anything. It's also a great option for current customers like Body Beast. So if you have someone that did the 21-day fix, but they're looking to build more muscle, have them buy that at a discount. If they, don't want the whole physical program and they can use just the on-demand portion, it's a great way. They don't want to spend all the money on a program. So this is really exciting. And they did announce they will be doing more options. They're just starting with those 3 for now, but more to come. They kind of insinuated that all of these will be options. I would assume this excludes the 21-day fix, only because it would be really difficult to do the program without the containers. So I'm not sure exactly how that'll work out, but that's why I think they chose 3 that don't have like the huge nutrition container piece. Okay, so Summit. Tanya, you have your free ticket. So they talked about a couple of things. They're actually encouraging people to cancel their ticket if they're not interested, so that it frees up other people on the wait list. So Lindsay, you're on the wait list, correct? You're on the wait list for Summit? Okay.
Not if I had to sign up for it.
Yes, it's free to get on the wait list, and I'll tag you in the post. You should highly do it because you never know what life will be like in July, and it's always good to get on the wait list. So they'll be pulling people off the wait list. The tickets now, there are no tickets to buy right now, but I think when they do become available, they'll be like $250 or $300. I can't remember. So that's why it was good that we were able to get them when we did last year. So they didn't make too many announcements just about how huge and massive it's going to be. But it is going to be very similar to last year. So luckily, we'll know a little bit about it. And I have the map of Summit last year, actually. I keep it on my desk to remind me. But it's a map of Nashville and where everything is. And almost everything will be the same. Like, BeachBody did contracts with all these different venues, which is why we're there again, because when you're having an event for 40,000 people, you don't sign a 1-year contract with Bridgestone Arena where the Titans play. So a lot of it will be the same. So we'll have more information about that. And I asked Katie to, at some point in the future, do a Summit call to give us more information about exactly what to expect, what we should be thinking about, what it's going to be like, because it's very foreign to me. She explained it to me 1,000 times, and I still don't exactly know what to expect. April is when the hotels, because all the hotel rooms are pretty much booked in the area. And that's when, I don't know if it was April 1st or April 30th. I think it was April 30th. They're requiring anyone that has booked a hotel for that week to do a one-night non-refundable deposit. That will clear out all the people that registered the day after Summit last year when they were all like gung-ho and happy and then have quit since then. But why would they cancel your hotel room? Because it's not going to charge you. So they're preventing that. Or people that booked multiple hotel rooms for their teams, expecting their teams to grow, but they didn't, or their teams were on their own, or things change. Who knows? So those will be opening up in the spring, and we'll get more information on that as it gets closer. So there will absolutely, definitely be places to stay, even though there aren't currently right now. But that's okay. There will be.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, it's going to be so amazing and crazy. And I've already started thinking about what I'm going to wear.
I need cowgirl boots.
Yes, I bought some last year. I very much regretted not going to Coach Summit this year. It's in the top 10 regrets in my life. But it was what I chose to do at the time, so I respect my old self for that in a little bit of a way. But anyway, when Katie was going out to buy her cowgirl boots, I obviously was with her shopping, and I bought the same pair just in case. So I did have a pair. They were also $17. So I was like, and I've never worn them. So I do have a pair of boots. There'll be themed nights and different things. Not like super themey, like dress up like a superhero or something. It'll be like, I think leather and lace or something, where like you had to dress like a cowgirl or wear a lace. I remember Katie trying to be like, does this count? I was like, your black cocktail dress? No. Like, what about this one? I was like, oh, that black cocktail dress? No. But we'll get a ton more information, and just know it's going to be freaking awesome.
You don't know the exact dates yet?
Yes, I do. Let me pull them up on my phone because I just don't remember the calendar dates. I know they're in July. I've already put in for work. So it is July, is it the 20th through the 24th, or the 27th through the 31st? Oh, holy shish kebabs. Now I can't remember.
That's okay.
Yeah, I've got it's either the last week in July or the second to last week in July. So it's going to be, roughly 80,000 degrees in Nashville, because I hear it's like super lovely in the summer. I'll look it up right now to see if I can get it. My computer's on, my phone's being slow. Okay.
I can look it up after. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah. So it's sometime. There's my registration confirmation. It is July 28th to July 31st. Yep. And that's pretty much all the information they've given out. There isn't much more than that yet, but there'll be a ton, and there'll likely be at least one or two national wake-up calls about it, just informational. All right, so the next Super Saturday is actually Super Friday. It's Friday, April 1st, and this is super exciting for me because I already work on Fridays, so what's another couple of hours away from my kid, whereas on Saturdays, it's literally the whole day, and you have to get a babysitter for like 10 hours, where this my husband parented, but like this, you only have to worry about it for 2 hours for, when they get out of school till when they go to bed. So I was super excited about that. And then you still have your weekend, and you aren't meal prepping at 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. That's your birthday? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Every single Super Saturday I've been to, they give a prize to the person whose birthday it is. It's like usually something from the performance line. This year, someone got something from the Autumn Calabrese clothing line.
Oh, really?
The guy whose birthday it was, and yeah, it was awesome. So I highly recommend it. And they announced the most super exciting guest. I am so excited. Drum roll, please. Unless you already know, because you already looked at the page. Danielle Natoni.
Ooh.
So she's in the Millionaires Club, and she is in the Insanity videos, and she creates some of the Insanity stuff. And did I say she's in the Millionaires Club? And her name is Fit and Funky. She calls herself Danielle Natoni, aka Fit and Funky, and she's Team Fit and Funky. And her website is iamfitandfunky.com. That's who she is, and she's gonna. I mean, this is a big deal. I forget where she lives. I don't know, but she did a little video introducing herself at our Super Saturday. So she's flying up from wherever it is that she lives. So I'm super excited to see what she has to say. And just a side note about rank, I don't want you guys to get super caught up in rank, especially because I don't think either of you are Sapphire personalities. Is that correct?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I think you're
I think I was Emerald and
Emerald and Pearl.
yep.
That sounds about right. Do you remember what you were, Lindsay, if you took the gem test?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So Sapphire is basically Nikki Johnson probably is 100% Sapphire. I don't think she's got anything else going on in her. And you're obsessed with like rank and competition and winning and, that kind of stuff. And that's great. Like I'm not going to say, I'm fabulous with losing or like, I don't want to be high in the company because I do. I have rank in company goals. But she's number 22. That does not mean she is less than number 10 in the company. It just means there's a lot of different formulas that they do based on volume this year versus last year, and how many personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club, how many times did you hit Success Club, and your total volume and your total personal volume, a couple different things like that. So, she's been a coach for a long time, and she's in the Millionaires Club and number 22. And there aren't too many people in the Millionaires Club, and most of the top 20 is not in the Millionaires Club. So there's just always be thinking about what your goals are. If you're a super Ruby personality and rank and like recognition and all that stuff is your jam, that's awesome. Go for it with the elite points and getting higher rank in the company. But if you're after the dollar bills, like this girl over here, be more interested in the fact that she's in the Millionaires Club and how did she get there, not she's number 22. Why isn't she in the top 20? She mustn't be that good. So you just have to focus on what your goals are with the company and then look after people that have achieved that. So I'm focused on money. It's, my number one motivator, my number one goal. So I'm going to focus on people that have that and have made that through BeachBody. And what did they do? And then how can I formulate that in my business center? So she'll be there on Friday night. I imagine that's why they did it on a Friday night. I imagine she might tour around to a few different Super Saturdays. So that is that. Oh, tickets are already up, and as of Sunday, they went on sale Saturday night, and as of Sunday morning, they had already sold 115 of their 400 tickets.
Oh wow!
So I will post. If I didn't already, I'll post the Super Saturday link in our team page, so that way you guys can get on there and get the info and get your tickets. I already have mine, so I was one of those 115 because I imagine this will for certain sell out because of who it is. Okay. All right. So another thing that we talked a lot about is the Success Club trip. So that is coming up in April of 2017. So it's not that soon, but you need to be thinking about it now because there's something I didn't know last year. Wouldn't have made a huge difference because I never got pulled off the wait list for it, but something you guys should know. So we'll get to that. So it's at the Punta Cana Hard Rock Hotel. It's all inclusive. It's an all-inclusive hotel. So that means, drinks and food are all included. Every room in it also has a double occupancy jacuzzi, if that's something you're interested in. I looked up, I'm all up in the hotel's business. So it's a Success Club trip. So that means if you were in Success Club, you were in the trip, basically. So when you sign up, and it opens like on January 9th for Elite and Premier, and then there's another day for like top 1% of the company. I'm not exactly sure. The date for general signups, if you're not Elite, Premier, Top Coach, or anything, is January 19th. Yes. Or 18th. I will post that as well.
And you have to get Success Club 5 every single month in order to qualify for the trip?
No, you don't. You get, all right, so here's how it works. So you sign the day that it opens up, you have to pay a $300 non-refundable deposit. You can get that. I'm double checking to see if you can get that paid back with the money you earn towards the trip. So for every Success Club point you earn in 2016, starting today or starting the first of the year, you get $5 towards the trip. So if you get Success Club, so if you get 4, we'll do 4 points a month. You don't hit 5, because if you hit 5, it's different. So if you hit 4 every month, 4 times 12 is 48, times 5 is 230. So you'd get $230 towards the trip. The rooms, I think they're 2 different prices. It's like $1,500 or $3,000 for the rooms. You can either buy a $300,000 room or a $1,500 room. Obviously, like the $3,000 rooms are the suites and things like that. So if you only earn Success Club 4 every month for the year, you won't have earned enough to pay for the trip. That money will still go towards the trip, and then the rest is out of your pocket. If you earn Success Club 5 in the month, you earn $10 a point. So immediately earning Success Club 5 gets you $50. So within the year, if you hit Success Club 5 every month, you've got $600 towards the cruise, because 5 times 10 is 50, times 12 is 600. If you hit Success Club 10 every month, that's $100 times 12 is $1,200, and your trip is paid for. Because you paid the $300 deposit, $1,200 takes care of the rest for your $1,500 room. However, in January, all Success Club points are doubled. So if you hit 4 Success Club points, you get $10 for each of those. So in the month of January, 4 actually gets you $40 towards the trip. If you hit 5, it's doubled, so it'll be $20. So if you hit Success Club 5 this month, it's $100 towards the trip. If you hit Success Club 10 this month, it's $200 towards the trip. That's the Success Club prize this month, just so you know. There's also, if you hit Success Club 5, you get a special webinar training with Jen Sincero, who is doing a special and just a live training for Beachbody coaches. Jen Sincero is the author of You Are a Badass, an amazing personal development book. So you need 8 points a month to get the whole trip. I think it was like 8.5. So just round up to 10, because it's 10 technically gets you like, I don't know, $1,300 or something. But anyway, so that's something to think about now. If that's a goal of yours, to win a free trip to Punta Cana. If you don't know, this does not in any way take away from any of your other payment structures. If you hit Success Club, you still get whatever Success Club prize that is that month. You still get your same commissions. You still get your same bonus cycles. If you rank advanced to 2-star diamond and you're starting to receive those diamond star bonuses, you still get that. This is completely separate. Use it, don't use it. It's just like there as a reward. And there are 2 waves, because not enough, there were so many people. Like I checked, I'm technically like 6,500 on the wait list for the cruise. Obviously I'm never coming off of it, because all the rooms are like, we're already registered and booked. I already bought my plane ticket and everything for the cruise in a couple weeks. No, I'm not upgrading my account. And that used to say $9.99. Hey, how do I make it go away? Where'd my mouse go? Sorry. Okay. There are 2 waves. It's like April 23rd to April 27th and April 27th to May 1st. Same exact trip. They're just, different days of the week. And they're just doing 2 so that more people can go. Same exact time that it would be, same everything. Carl will be there. Autumn will be there. Siki will probably be there. So any questions about the Success Club trip? Except it's awesome. All right. Okay. February is Team Cup month. Why do you think they chose to do the Team Cup in February?
Because you're coming off January.
Because January is really good, so they wouldn't do it in January. That's true. What'd you say, Lindsay?
Because everybody hates February. It's the worst month.
It is also your shortest month. And for people that push for Success Club on the 30th and the 31st and like those extra couple days, February is a hustle. So that's why you got to start working early, and they do this incentive. They haven't announced the prizes yet. I did look before the call to see if I could see it because there's a little sapphire in me. I like prizes. They didn't announce them. It's usually like the tier 1 prize is usually everyone hits Success Club 5. So you need 25 points for your team. And it's usually like something, I think that's how I got the autumn bobblehead. So it's usually like something like that. Tier 2 is usually clothing, and tier 3 is usually something banging. I don't know. So they have done statistics and pulled everyone's income, and people that participate in the team cups significantly increase their income. It's the motivation. It's the team camaraderie. It's not wanting to let them down. It's you're working harder. Things like that. So
I can vouch for that.
like hustle bus right towards the end. So it's really great to jump on a team. I would definitely, make a commitment to yourself. If I'm joining a Team Cup team, I am not getting less than Success Club 5. Because you want your teammates to, know you're participating and know that you care. Only 1 diamond per team. They do that so it doesn't stack the deck for some of the higher up coaches. And anything diamond to 15 star, you can only have 1 per team. The winning team gets a trip to LA to go to hang out at BeachBody headquarters. But just the team, the Fall Classic team, the winning team had the three coaches on that team totaled 175 Success Club points.
Good Lord.
So aim realistically. Going to California is not my goal. And to grow my business, getting that many Success Club points is also not the smartest thing for me to do. It's the time for another call. So I'm going to post in the group later this week, because registration doesn't open until next week anyway, to make sure everyone that wants, I'll just post in the group, anyone that wants to be on a team, let me know, and I'll make sure that everyone gets on a team.
Count me in.
Yes.
I need a little push.
Amen to that. Lindsay, you can think about it. You don't have to give your answer now. But it's awesome, and prizes are fun, and it's a great way to grow your business, especially like January is really pumping and you want to keep that momentum going. This is a great way to keep that momentum going. All right, so we've only got 6 minutes left. I can rush through this. I do have a quote at the end that I want to read, so just remind me of that. All right. So at the Super Saturday, they had a spouse couples panel. 3 husband-wife couples. It was Candace, Elizabeth Hartkey, and the other girl, I can't remember, but she was super nice with curly hair. And so they talked about the reasons why they weren't getting support, and so you got it from both perspectives. So it was really interesting. So this can happen for your business or your fitness goals. So if you are someone like me that's literally done every fad diet out there, people might be very negative to you and be like, sure, I'll see how you're doing in a month or 2. Sure. I've seen you on every freaking diet there is. Sure. So maybe they just won't take you seriously from the fitness perspective or from the business perspective, for a lot of different reasons. Either it could be about you personally, like you've tried some things and failed, God forbid, like they're not human, or they don't believe in the business and they think it's a scam and they think it's a pyramid scheme and they think it's garbage. people have a lot of their own personal shit that they bring to the table when they're talking about to you why they don't support you in this way or another way. Also, a really interesting perspective that Elizabeth Hartke put out there was about your belief system in your work. And this is something that I like, it was like a gut check for me, because I don't always take my business as absolutely seriously as I should. And I don't always work as if I take my business seriously, yet I expect my partner to take it absolutely seriously all the time and to believe in me when I say I'm going to take this to the top. And I don't blame him for not always believing me now that I see this perspective, because I was just telling him, I was not showing him. Always. Sometimes, I'm not like trying to get down on myself. I'm not a slacker. I do have a great business, but be better. And that's on me, because this is a self-made business and a self-motivating business. So are you telling them or are you showing them? So that was an interesting perspective, kind of a gut check, kind of put it back on you. But then there's all about communication. So I'm going to get super, super real and personal for a few minutes. So after Super Saturday, that night, I sat down with my husband with my notes for Super Saturday in my hand and said, we need to talk. This isn't working, and this is why. And I started off by saying, what about this isn't working for you? And he gave a lot of different reasons. One is you're not making that much money. I think like in his mind, he wanted me to be making a ton of money for as hard as he sees me working, which that's another story for another day. So we went through that and the time it takes away from the kids, and how I say, okay, I'm working now, and now I'm not working, I'm having family time, but I'm still on my phone. So is that really my family time, or how committed I am to family? And then like how at night, I just kind of wanted to drop everything of responsibility and go work, and like leave the kitchen a disaster, leave lunches not made. Like, that's your job, I'm working. Also not taking full responsibility, not fair. So we created this chart and we put it up on our fridge. Scott's my husband. And those are the 4 main things that we needed to communicate about. Who's cleaning up the kitchen what night? Because that's like the biggest stickler in our house. Because like literally the only place we spend time in our house on weekdays, because it's you have breakfast, you go to school, you come home, you have lunch, you go to bed, dinner, you go to bed. Who puts Henry to bed, because it's much later than Max and it's much more time consuming and it cuts into business hours and I can't shank on it every day. Am I working? Friday nights is no, and Wednesday nights I work at my other job late. So when I get home, I'm done. I don't work twice late. And then are we going to bed at the same time, which was another point of contention for him. So anyway, that is what worked for us. Doesn't necessarily going to work for you and your family, but it's just something to think about. Oh my God, I have less than a minute. All right, this is my quote and I can't read it all. What it relates to this. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. So those are my words of wisdom to you, and we're definitely going to get cut off. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming. Success leaves clues, and you two being here is a clue. So good luck, and Team Positive call starts in 6 minutes. Go get a glass of water, and I'll see you on the call. Bye-bye.
Bye.